Hey everyone, welcome back to Evony with Genghis. So I want to talk a little bit about super cultivating. Someone was asking me in the Discord a little while ago, if you want to join my Discord, link to do so is in the description to the video. And they were asking, how are people getting all these refines that are so high? So you look at this, like 550. The old cap used to be like, you could get 501 or like maybe if you spent like, man, millions of gems, you could get like a 510. Now, you can get one that's really high, or you can get all four that are, over 500. Like, you might be able to get, like, all four somewhere between 510 and 520. So you go for a more well-rounded approach, or you could go for generally what everybody does, which is focus on attack, right? Like, attack is the meta of the game. If you can attack someone and kill them before they do to you, that's the best thing to do. So you can look at all of mine, and you can see I definitely follow the trend and favor attack. Let's see, where's my fork beard? Also attack, but I don't neglect anything, especially with ground. That's pretty much all there is to it. Now we're going to take a look and see how you do it. So this is a reinforcing archer general, and I actually just kind of got lucky on this one and got some really high on the other three, and then brought attack back into the equation. So what you can do is, when you get this sort of situation, you could just go on this one, and I'll just play. I believe that this won't work, because it won't work. This is a non-traditional method, by the way. I'll show you the actual method of how people do it and get that high attack number. So normally what's going to happen here when I hit cultivate is it's going to tell me that, nope, sorry, these ones stayed above 500. So this one that you're desiring is not going to go above. But hey, why not? Let's see what happens. Ooh, it went up 75, but the rest dropped too low. So not worth it. Let's try that one again. Yeah, too low. You're looking for a drop of about 10 on the other ones, not 40 or 50. So yeah, so the drops are just, they're going to be too big on this, so it's never going to be worth it. So let's just get out of here. So if I was trying to get attack really high, that would be the improper way of trying to do it. So I'm going to show you one that I have that I can actually do it on. So right here, I have two that are just above 500. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go on leadership and politics and just try to bring them up a little bit. So we got them, and now all of these are generally in the almost 500 range. Attack is the one I'm going to be trying to get higher. But if I go attack right now, it's going to go way too high. And the problem is I'm losing out on 11% because I'm just too far below 500 for me to start on attack. So I'm going to do a well-rounded one now. And yeah, we could go with that. Okay, so that's not bad. And now I'm going to get out of here, and I'm just going to gold cultivate and try to bring them all down. Try to bring them all down just under 500. So I'm doing like basically a controlled demolition here. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's see if I can cultivate a high attack. So what I'd like to do is get an attack really high and only lose like 10% or less on 10 total scores on all the other ones. Yeah, it's not letting me because there's two that are above 500, so I'm going to have to cultivate down one more time. I don't like that. 3 and 2. I'd like to go down 1 and 1. Yes, this might take a little bit. Okay, so there we go. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this as a starting point. Now I'm going to go to attack, and I'd like to get that up to like 570 and have the other ones remain in the 480 range. So nope, they dropped too much. Yeah, that's almost good. Almost. Had that brought me up to like 580, I would accept that, but it's just not high enough for me. That was an interesting one. One of them went to 0. So it takes a little bit of work. It could cost you, a million gems or so. That's pretty good. 570, 479, 470. I'm going to confirm that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to overall, and I'm going to try and bring them up. That's actually really nice. Now, let's try this one more time and see what I can get. So that goes up 17. So I'm almost at 500. My attack goes down only 8. And my leadership, which is health, goes down to 496. That's actually not too bad. Kind of don't mind that, but I did want my leadership to go up a bit more, so I'm not going to accept that. Leadership's going to be a hard one, it seems, to get to go up. So let's try that one more time. And we got our leadership up. We only lost 9 and 7. So this is not bad. Not too much better than I originally had. So 503, 533, 501. I'm going to stop there and accept it. I will tell you that I'm not overly thrilled with this. You should shoot for a little bit better. You should be looking more for, let's go to my actual siege general here, Romulus. How did I do with him? So I got 515, 520, 533, 513. So pretty happy with that one. But you should be shooting for more something like this. 555, 510, 520. The Gunther one, he's a backup general for me. He's a reinforcing general. So I'm not going to worry too much about him. It was more important for me to show you the process of how to super cultivate. It's something that is, I'd say, not really well known in the game. Obviously top alliances know how to do it, but new players probably have no idea, and you might get stuck with, when I first did this my first time, I had like attack at like 580 and everything else at 450, and I was like, that's awesome. But you should go for a more balanced approach, favoring attack. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about it, and subscribe, leave a comment.